Gather round, dear friends, and let me spin you a yarn about the fabled land of Fourth Wing, a realm so grand it exists only in the whispers of imagination and the pages of a fantasy novel. Our tale unfolds on a vast continent, cleaved in twain by the mighty kingdoms of Nevers and Poromio. Oh, but Poromio is but a shadow to the sprawling expanse of Nevers, where our story lingers most. For centuries, these realms have clashed in a war as old as time, with Nevers' many provinces bearing witness to the strife. The largest of these, Terrandor, dared to dream of independence, a dream crushed under the weight of defeat. The rebellion's flame was extinguished, and its participants met a grim fate, leaving behind 106 children, marked forever by the rebellion relic, a tattoo, a symbol of their parents' defiance. These innocents, from babes in arms to youths on the cusp of adulthood, were decreed by the king to bear the burden of their forebears' rebellion. To prove their loyalty for all their days, they must join the ranks of the Riders' Quadrant, a fate we shall explore anon. Now, let us cast our gaze upon Poromio, the lesser of the two kingdoms. Here, the skies are torn asunder not by dragons, as in Nevers, but by majestic griffins, creatures of lion's might and eagle's grace. These noble beasts carry their riders into battle, much like the dragon riders of Nevers, in a dance of war as ancient as the land itself. So, welcome to Fourth Wing, where the echoes of war resound, and the wings of fantasy take flight. Let us delve deeper into the tapestry of Fourth Wing, where the scribes of lore are not mere quill pushers but valiant flyers, soaring into the fray atop their magical beasts. In the twin kingdoms of Nevers and Poromio, magic courses through the veins of the chosen, a gift from the dragons and griffins they bond with. Each rider, unique in their might, wields powers as varied as the stars in the night sky. Now, before we march on with our tale, let's pause to whisper of the dark fables of Nevers. Our heroine, young Violet of Saurongale, has feasted on these tales since her cradle days. The wyverns, oh the wyverns! Creatures of legend, slayers of dragons, with only 2 feet and plumage as sharp as their talons. Their riders, the venom, draw magic not from bonded beasts but from the very essence of the earth, infusing their wyverns with ungodly strength. Beware, for if a venom falls, so too do their feathered nightmares. Remember these tales, for they are the threads that weave our world. Now, let us turn the page to Chapter 1, where we meet Violet, aged 20, on the cusp of destiny at the Bascateth War College. Here, in the heart of Nevers, 4 quadrants beckon the brave, the scribes, guardians of history, the healers, menders of flesh, the infantry, stalwart shields, and the riders, dragon-bound and daring. Violet, with dreams sown by her late father, yearns for the scribe's life, a life of words and wisdom. Yet, the winds of fate may yet carry her to the perilous path of the riders, where volunteers alone tread, for the shadow of death looms large over their calling. So, with a heart full of stories and a spirit undaunted, Violet stands at the crossroads of her destiny, her mother's wishes a whisper in the wind. In the heart of Fourth Wing, where destiny's threads are tightly woven, General Saurongale stands firm, a matriarch with a vision cast in iron. She has shaped her lineage into riders, those valiant souls who pen history with the ink of bravery. Brennan and Mira, her progeny, have embraced this legacy, though Brennan now whispers from beyond the veil. Our tale resumes with young Violet, her spirit ablaze, locked in a tempestuous dance of wills with her mother. The path laid before her is singular, to don the mantle of a rider. Mira, ever the watchful sister, bestows upon Violet the trappings of readiness, boots for the journey, braids for the battle, and knives for the unknown. The parapet awaits, a bridge not merely of stone but of fate, where the winds howl and the rain lashes with fury. It is here that Violet must prove her mettle, to stride where no handrails dare to tread, upon a path as perilous as it is narrow. A whisper from Mira, a counsel of caution, ye seek out Dane, our childhood ally, yet in the same breath, a warning to shun Zayden Ryerson, the embodiment of vengeance, whose lineage is entwined with rebellion and wrath. As Violet steps forth, the parapet beneath her, she becomes a beacon of the Saurongale name, drawing ire as a flame draws moths. Jack, a scoundrel with malice in his heart, vows her downfall. Yet, as fate would have it, Violet emerges unscathed, her resolve as unyielding as the steel at Jack's throat, a silent promise that she is not one to be trifled with. And so, the plot thickens in the land of Fourth Wing, where Violet's defiance sends ripples through the ranks. Her dagger's edge, a silent oath of her resolve, leaves Jack quaking with fury and fear. Yet, this bold act does not go unnoticed. Zayden, with eyes like storm clouds, watches the scene unfold with a mix of intrigue and admiration. Violet's heart, aflutter at the sight of Xaden, finds itself ensnared by his enigmatic allure. If ever there was a tale of love sparked amidst the embers of war, it is etched in her gaze upon him. Meanwhile, Rhiannon, Rizzo to her friends, joins the fray, a kindred spirit to Violet, and a bond is forged on the perilous stones of the parapet. Dane, the golden son of valor, stands as a beacon of what Violet might have been, had the scribe's life been her chosen path. His belief in her misplaced presence among the riders is a thorn in her side, yet his intentions are as pure as his rank is high. As a squad leader, his prowess is unmatched, a testament to his elite status. The cadets, now bound by the title, witness the dragon's descent, a spectacle of awe and a harbinger of the power that courses through their veins. Fear and wonder mingle in their hearts as the creatures alight upon the walls, a reminder of the lethal dance between rider and beast. In the arena of combat, where sparring is the language of learning, Violet faces Imogen, a fellow bearer of the rebellion relic. The clash is fierce, and the signet's power, a gift from the dragons, unique to each rider, reveals itself. Imogen emerges victorious, leaving Violet with the sting of defeat and the pain of a broken arm. The signet, a mystical bond between dragon and rider, bestows upon its bearer abilities as diverse as the stars. It is the essence of their connection, the source of their strength, and the mark of their destiny. And so, our tale continues, with Violet's journey through the trials of the Basketeth War College, where each challenge is a step towards her ultimate fate. In the shadow-draped groves of Fourth Wing, where secrets and alliances weave a dangerous dance, Violet's journey teeters on the edge of a knife. The dragons, those mighty sentinels of power, bond with a single human, their fates intertwined, their minds a silent conclave where only the dragon's whispers can be heard. Dane's concern for Violet's safety, a tempest of brotherly care and fear, clashes with her iron-willed resolve to forge her own path. The scribe's quadrant beckons with a siren's call, yet Violet stands steadfast, her destiny not to be penned but lived. In the quiet of her dorm, a ghostly guide emerges from the ashes of tradition, Brennan's journal, a tome of clandestine wisdom spared from the pyre. Within its pages, Violet gleans the art of foresight, the knowledge to anticipate her foes in the sparring ring, and the dark allure of poison, a weapon as silent as it is deadly. Under the cloak of night, amidst the rustle of leaves and the hush of rebellion, Violet's eyes fall upon Xaden and Imogen, flanked by the children of defiance. A gathering forbidden, a capital transgression under the watchful eyes of draconian law. Yet, their intent is not malice but unity, Xaden's words a mix of steel and solace, rallying the spirits of those bound by the rebellion's shadow. As the conspirators disperse, Violet descends from her arboreal hideaway, believing herself unseen, only to confront the piercing gaze of Xaden. His signet power, a mastery over shadows, reveals her presence. In this moment of truth, a question hangs in the air, a thread that could unravel their fates. Violet's answer, a whisper of allegiance to survival, seals a pact of silence. Xaden, the enigma wrapped in night, lets her pass, their secrets entwined like the roots of Fourth Wing's ancient trees. In the intricate dance of fate and fortune that is the life of Violet, a curious twist unfolds. Xaden Ryerson, the name that haunted her dreams with whispers of death, now stands before her, not as an executioner, but as an unlikely benefactor. "I owe you a favor," he declares, leaving Violet adrift in a sea of confusion. For how can the one she was taught to fear, the one destined to be her end, now offer a hand in debt? The moniker violence clings to her like a shadow, born from a moment of desperation, daggers flung with the wild hope of survival. Yet, Xaden's words cut deeper than the steel she wields, branding her as frail and fragile, a stark contrast to the storm of fury she's capable of unleashing. Beneath the surface, Violet's battle is not just with foes clad in armor but with her own body, a vessel strained by the elusive tendrils of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Her joints, delicate and prone to betrayal, her hair, a silvered testament to her struggle, all paint a portrait of a warrior fighting an invisible war. As the chapters of her life unfurl, Violet's cunning in the arena grows, her victories tainted by the venom of deceit. But overconfidence is a fickle friend, and a misstep sees her poison unleashed too soon, her plans unraveled, her opponent incapacitated before the fight could begin. Enter Xaden once more, not as foe but as sparring partner, a teacher in the brutal ballet of combat. He disarms her, not with force, but with the slow, deliberate dance of a predator. Each dagger taken, each hold escaped, is a lesson wrapped in humiliation, a public display of her vulnerability. And through it all, Dane's voice echoes, a constant refrain urging her towards the scribe's quadrant, away from the edge of the blade. Yet Violet, ever defiant, considers his words only to silence them, her heart set on a path of her own choosing. In the midst of turmoil and tension, friendships bloom like flowers in a battlefield. Redok emerges as a steadfast ally, his bond with Rhiannon and Violet a beacon of camaraderie. And Garrix, Xaden's enigmatic cousin, whose presence raises questions yet unanswered, adds another layer to the unfolding mystery of Fourth Wing. So continues the saga of Violet, a tapestry of conflict and courage, secrets and alliances, woven with the threads of destiny and the ink of her indomitable spirit. As the saga of Fourth Wing unfurls, Presentation Day dawns, a prelude to the fateful threshing. It's a day of destiny, where dragons, those majestic titans of the sky, choose their human counterparts. Violet, adrift in uncertainty, wanders amidst the throng, her heart a compass without a north, as she contemplates her draconic match. Amidst the anticipation, a sinister plot brews. Jack and his cronies, eyes set on the golden-feathered tail, a dragon of ethereal beauty yet deemed weak. Their cruel intent, to sever the weak link, to cull what they cannot comprehend. But Violet, ever the guardian, seeks to warn the imperiled creature. The golden dragon, a being of pure grace, remains unmoved by Violet's pleas, bound by the ancient code that dragons do not heed human calls. Frustration mounts, and as Jack's posse encircles, their malice bared, a new twist befalls our heroine. Xaden, the wing leader, arrives astride his mighty blue dragon, a force of nature unto themselves. Bound by the sacred rules of threshing, they stand as silent sentinels, unable to intervene, yet their presence a silent challenge to Jack's vile intent. Chaos erupts, cowardice and valor clash, and from the tumult, a legend emerges: Tantaron, the dragon of dragons, a behemoth never before bonded, a creature of myth-made flesh. His arrival heralds a turning tide, and with a fury born of the ancients, he scatters the aggressors like leaves in a storm. In a twist of fate, Tantaron, the indomitable, chooses Violet, a bond forged in the crucible of conflict. Together, they ascend, soaring towards Basketeth, their spirits entwined, their journey only just beginning. And so, the tale of Violet and her dragon takes flight, a story of courage, of battles fought, and of destinies intertwined. As the chronicle of Violet at the War College marches on, the revelation that she has bonded with not one, but two dragons, Tantaron and the diminutive Golden Darna, sends shockwaves through the ranks. Such a phenomenon, unheard of and unfathomable, ignites a tempest of disbelief and uproar among her peers. Yet, in the world of dragons, human rules are but whispers against the roar of ancient magic, and so it is that Violet becomes the first of her kind, a dual-bonded rider. Dane's unexpected kiss upon her return is a spark amidst the chaos, a moment of tenderness in the storm. But it is Xaden's declaration that seals their fates together. The mated dragons, Terran and Skigale, bind Violet and Xaden in a tether that transcends mere proximity. Their lives are now as one, a shared destiny that Xaden vows to defend. The dragons' voices, once solitary whispers in their riders' minds, now become a shared chorus, a symphony of thoughts between Violet and Xaden. It's a connection that defies explanation, a bond that deepens with each passing moment. Skipping through the tapestry of events, we find Imogen, under Xaden's command, forging Violet into a warrior in the weight room. A flicker of jealousy touches Violet's heart, a silent admission of the tangled emotions that Xaden stirs within her. A night of peril shatters the stillness as assassins creep into Violet's chamber, their intent as dark as the shadows they wield. In the throes of battle, Violet's plea for aid echoes to Terran, and Xaden, alerted by the dragon's urgent message, rushes to her side. But it is Darna, the golden fledgling, who alters the course of fate, her power to freeze time a gift and a curse, bestowed in full measure upon Violet. The aftermath leaves Violet drained, slumbering for days, while questions linger in the air like the remnants of a spell. Her signet power from Taran remains a mystery yet to unfold, a secret locked within the dragon's heart. And so, the night passes, leaving Violet and her companions at the precipice of the unknown, their journey through the War College a tale of magic, of battles, of bonds that defy the very fabric of time itself. As dawn breaks over the realm of Fourth Wing, the tale of Violet takes yet another turn. Xaden, ever the strategist, appoints Liam as Violet's shadow, a guardian to keep watch over her day and night. Though Violet bristles at this intrusion, Liam proves to be more than just a sentinel. He becomes a friend, a confidant, despite the rebellion relic that marks him as an enemy to her lineage. The nights in Fourth Wing are as eventful as the days, and one such night, Violet is jolted by a surge of power, a tempest of emotion that leads her into Xaden's arms. Their passion, a conflagration stoked by the mysterious bond with their dragons, is as fleeting as it is intense, leaving behind a trail of confusion and a spark, literal and figurative, that promises to ignite again. In the weeks that follow, Xaden takes up the mantle of mentor, joining Imogen in forging Violet into a warrior. Their sparring sessions are not just about physical prowess but also about the mental link they share, a connection that allows them to communicate mind to mind, a formidable advantage in battle and beyond. Yet, the heart is a battlefield of its own, and the lines drawn between Violet, Dane, and Xaden blur with every passing moment. Dane, bound by duty, steps back, his feelings for Violet a silent storm within him. Violet, caught in the eye of this emotional maelstrom, finds herself drawn to Xaden, their fates entwined by the dragons they are bonded to, and by a destiny that is yet to be fully revealed. The tale of Violet and her entwined destiny with Xaden and Dane continues to unfold in the realm of Fourth Wing. The complexities of their relationships are as tumultuous as the skies they navigate. Dane, bound by duty and order, views Xaden as a tempest, a force that could upend Violet's world. Xaden, on the other hand, sees Dane's influence as a shackle, hindering Violet's true potential. In the midst of this emotional whirlwind, the Riders' Quadrant engages in a fierce competition akin to capture the flag, but with a dragon egg as the coveted prize. It's a test of strategy, skill, and the deep bonds between riders and their dragons. Violet's squad, the Fourth Wing, faces off against their rivals, with Jack, a nemesis cloaked in envy and malice, once again crossing paths with Violet. The clash reaches its zenith when Violet, in a moment of dire need, unleashes her latent signet ability, lightning wielding. With a thunderous cry, she calls down the fury of the skies, and the mountain crumbles upon Jack, sealing his fate. This revelation of power is a double-edged sword. It brings clarity to Xaden's suspicions but leaves Violet grappling with the weight of taking a life. As night falls, Xaden comes to Violet, offering solace in her time of turmoil. Their connection, charged with the raw energy of their dragon's bond, ignites once more in a passionate embrace. But the complexities of their emotions are not easily untangled, leaving Violet to ponder the depths of her feelings and the consequences of her newfound power. The story of Violet, Xaden, and Dane is a tapestry of conflict and passion, woven with the threads of magic, duty, and the unbreakable bonds of dragon and rider. As the dawn of a new day approaches, their journey through the trials of the War College continues, each step leading them closer to their ultimate destinies. The narrative of Violet and Xaden continues to weave a complex web of emotions and revelations. After a night of vulnerability and shared secrets, the bond between them deepens. Xaden's scars, a testament to his sacrifice for the children of the rebellion, mark him as a protector and a survivor, earning him a new level of respect in Violet's eyes. The celebration of a battle long past brings its own set of challenges, especially for those like Violet, whose lineage is intertwined with the rebellion. Liam's steadfast presence offers her a semblance of security amidst the turmoil of memories and the weight of history. As the night unfolds, Violet's confession of love to Xaden on the perilous parapet marks a turning point in their relationship. Their connection, fueled by necessity and desire, becomes a choice, a commitment to face the complexities of their intertwined fates together. Their passion, however, is not without consequence, as the intensity of their union ignites more than just emotions. Amidst the chaos of broken windows and fiery trees, an urgent knock at the door signals a new threat. Garrick's arrival with news of an attack cuts their moment short, and duty calls Xaden away from the warmth of their embrace to face the dangers that await. The story of Violet and Xaden is a dance of fire and lightning, of love and duty, where each moment is as fleeting as it is intense, and every decision shapes the destiny they share. In the midst of chaos and confusion, Violet and Xaden, along with their comrades, prepare for what they believe is an imminent attack, only to discover it's the commencement of the War Games, a simulation designed to test the mettle and unity of the riders. The games, however, take an unexpected turn as Xaden is assigned to an outpost far from their kingdom, necessitating Violet's presence due to the inseparable bond between their dragons. As they settle into the outpost, Violet learns of Xaden's clandestine dealings with the Griffin riders of a neighboring kingdom, trading weapons to combat a common foe, the very real Wyvern and Venom of legend. This revelation shatters Violet's trust, leaving her reeling from the deceit and the reality of mythical creatures come to life. The situation escalates when the Wyvern and Venom launch an assault on an unsuspecting town. Faced with a dire choice, Xaden and his squad decide to defend the innocent, standing against the very generals who sought to eliminate them as threats. Unbeknownst to the conspirators, Violet's ability to wield lightning turns the tide, marking her as a formidable force in the battle to come. United by honor and duty, they ready themselves to protect the townspeople, their resolve as riders unwavering. The war games have become a war in earnest, and Violet, with her newfound powers, stands at the forefront of the fight for justice and survival. Once upon a time in the land of Venin, a tragedy struck as fierce as a storm. Liam's noble dragon fell in battle. Now, in this realm, a fallen rider's dragon might yet soar again, depending on the strength of their bond and the years they've shared. But should a dragon's flame be extinguished, its rider's fate is sealed, and so it was that Liam joined his dragon in the great beyond. A sorrowful Xaden, with a heart heavy as stone, carried Liam to his dragon for a final farewell. In a desperate bid to save Liam, Violet tapped into Darna's time-halting magic, but such power comes at a steep price. Both Violet and Darna were drained of their strength, and Violet succumbed to darkness, her own light flickering out. Fast forward to the final chapter, a twist in the tale. We see the world through Xaden's eyes, a rare glimpse into the thoughts of another. Violet, once lost in slumber deep, awakens to find Xaden, her steadfast sentinel, never straying from her side. At first, she greets him with warmth, but as memories flood back, anger flares hotter than dragon's breath. Xaden, the keeper of secrets, is awash with regret for not sharing his heart's truths. He loves her, a confession unspoken, and now Violet's trust is a shattered gemstone, scattered and sharp. But Xaden is resolute, determined to win back the heart that owns his. And in a twist no seer could foresee, Violet's wounds, once thought beyond healing, have vanished. Not by the hand of a healer, but by the mending touch of Brennan, the ghost of the past, now flesh and blood. With a step through the doorway and a revolution in his eyes, he greets Violet, and the story ends, leaving us yearning for the next chapter in this epic saga. Your enthusiasm for the story is palpable, and it's clear that the book has taken you on an unforgettable journey. The emotional depth, the intricate plot, and the twists, especially the surprise return of Brennan, seem to have crafted a rich and engaging world that resonates with you deeply. It's always a pleasure to see such passion for storytelling, and I'm glad you found the experience so rewarding. If you ever wish to discuss more books or explore similar themes in other stories, I'm here to dive into those discussions with you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, and I'm looking forward to our next literary adventure.